Hello, this is Top Prep Sports Interviews with Sunil Sunder Raj. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with Jordan Foster, a senior at Windsor High School in Imperial, Missouri, and defensive back on the varsity football team. Jordan, once again, thank you so much, for the opportunity. Great to be speaking with you. Congrats again on your success here in your senior year. Could you just talk right off the bat, just what it meant to play for Windsor High School, on that football
It's
team?
great. It's starting to move along. The culture's getting great there. Past couple of years is bumpy road, but I think I like how Winters, starting to compete now in the area, and I like it, and I like how I left off on the season.
Yeah, no, definitely. You just put up phenomenal numbers this season. I mean, over 1,700 rushing yards, 18 touchdowns, 98
Oh no no
tackles.
no,
And
that's career. That's career.
oh, that's career. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
career.
career. That's
Okay.
career.
And two interceptions. But just, that is just, I mean, those are incredible numbers in
Yeah.
terms of putting up. What did it mean just again, to see all your hard work, 4 years really pay off and to see that those numbers, stand out there?
It felt great. I mean, last year I only had it was my first year ever playing running back. Had
Mhm.
just under 500 yards on the season, and I knew if I was trying to get into the next level of playing, I had to get better. So all season just worked on my game, and that's really just dedication. Really, it's just I wanted to get better and play, so I got to it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, just heading into your final year, Jordan, just in terms of preparing for it, with team practices, individual workouts, just what you were able to do, just in terms of getting ready for this last final run here.
Well, shout out to my strength conditioning coach, Coach V. He really had us in the weight room all season, during school, like training, getting better, and had us focused on getting better for the next season. Was like if you're not doing it today, your opponents are doing it. So that's what we
Mhm.
had the mindset in doing. It's like we didn't want to give up a day to let our opponents get better.
No, that's terrific. Just in terms of that, that first game of the season, knowing this is it, like, your senior year, you're
Yeah.
basically, come next year, you'll be, of course, in college, but just what was going through your mind, said that first game of the season, Jordan?
It was a lot of emotions. It was crazy stepping out on the field knowing that it was my last first game of the season. It was kind of upsetting, but
No.
I mean, we didn't get the outcome we wanted that game, but it was still a good night.
And just going through the 2022 season, each game,
Yeah,
it's a grind in terms of the, mental and physical preparation that you have to undertake, said
yeah.
with lifts, with practices, watching game film, there's so much that goes into it, all these components. I'm just wondering for you personally, just what you were able to do just in terms of, as each week, went by and transpired, Jordan.
Watch film. I watch film
Yeah.
a lot. Like we would watch film on Mondays at practice, but we had our own huddle account. So like at school, on like when I'm not doing no work or at lunch, I'm on the huddle account watching film, seeing like watching plays that I had that what I could have did better, watching our opponent for the next upcoming week. Yeah, watching film was probably main part of like my preparation each week.
Yeah, you bring up just it said, just amazing, it said point is that the technology has changed so rapidly. Now, of course, with Huddle, there's so many things that, in terms of, with computers, with iPads, you can really like, break down week by week. And even with the
Yeah.
practices, what, the positives, the negatives, what you have to improve on. Just wondering, like, how you've been really able to tap into that as well, Jordan.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll watch videos in slow motion and watch like every little like detail on the video.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think that's great that we could do that now. Technology is like it helps us improve.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, I wanted to ask you that final high school game. That it's never easy to take that jersey off. That number
Oh,
6 jersey. I'm sure it was very emotional for you,
oh yeah.
your teammates, coaching staff, family. But you bowled out that final game. What did that mean? Said to end on such a high note there. In your final high school football game.
Uh, it was pretty great knowing that I still went out there and contributed to the team, no matter what happened. Obviously upset and didn't have another outcome that we wanted, but
Mhm.
I felt like though we had a lot of great memories through the season, so I just looked on those, and I'm excited for what I got in the future.
Yeah, I think 120 rushing yards, one touchdown, converted 2-point conversion attempt. That had to feel good, just in terms of being able to contribute in that
Yeah,
fashion as well, Jordan.
yeah,
Hey, you were a captain as well. That's a prestigious honor. That not too many
yeah.
people could say in their 4 years that they were a captain. I'm wondering what that meant to you as well. Like, because just to carry that carries a lot of weight, but just to be able to have that uh bestowed upon you. Just talk about that, Jordan.
It's great. I like to have the underclassmen look up to me because I feel like I'd be a great role model to them. So I'm glad that I had the varsity under my belt. Like I'm a captain under my belt. I could be a great role model to them and show them the ways while they go through high school. And like I will still talk to underclassmen even though I'm a graduate. I'll still
Mhm.
contact them, come to the games, teach them
Yeah.
on games if they need it. Like yeah,
Yeah, that's wonderful. It almost like must be a full circle moment for you. Like, when you were a
yeah,
freshman,
yeah,
learning from the upperclassmen and all the ropes, and now here you are able to pay it forward as well, Jordan.
yeah,
Hey, you're going to be playing in the Blue Gray American All American Bowl in Dallas, Texas next month, and I believe
yeah,
also the Kickoff 23 Showcase. That's terrific. I'll just talk about how I mean that just in terms of keeping your skills fresh, those fundamentals, and being able to look, show people what you could do. I said
yeah.
how you could not only perform, I said offensively, but just defensively as well, both sides of the ball here, Jordan.
Yeah, it's always great to have another opportunity of playing another game in your high school like career. Like so I think it's a great opportunity and I'm honored to have the ability to go down there and play. I'm excited for it. Can't wait to see who I go against down there. There's a lot of talent going down there, so we'll see. And yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you get to meet, players from all parts of the
Oh, yeah,
country,
yeah,
and you could, really like line yourself up against the rest of the competition. But I think it also
yeah,
brings out the best in everyone. The fact that you're playing in this game, and that you know, not again, it's the best of the best that are playing in this game, Jordan.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, let's. I also wanted to ask you about your trainer Alan Taylor, who's been just absolutely incredible as well.
yeah,
I wanted to there's some great quotes said Coach Taylor had to say about you. He says you played angry, and it said when you were small you had something to prove. It said always ran fast and never away from tackles. You've been playing football since you were fourth grade, and sophomore year. I said you were only 5'9" and 145 pounds, but put that muscle on the last couple of years,
yeah.
uh, and just really improved on your forming, your techniques in terms of running the ball. Can you just talk about? I mean, hearing those compliments from Coach Taylor, but just being able to again, uh, really said, when you were out there on the gridiron, no displaying no fear at all. Always, say giving it 120%
Yeah.
on every play and during the game as well, Jordan.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of notice on me throughout any of my high school days and career. So like I was going out there every game just knowing that I have nothing to prove but myself. Like
Mhm.
like I can have a horrible game. No one would talk about it because it's expected is what people would say. So I just went out there was like just do the best I can and put, Windsor on the map.
Yeah. Hey, there are a couple of things, said in terms of what Coach Taylor says about you in terms of your form, just jump stepping when you hit the hole, expert at the spin move, using the stiff arm and lowering your head and shoulders when you're rushing forward, and you have that breakaway speed. I mean, those are again outstanding traits to have in terms of being a running back, and it's a very physical position to play as well. Just talk about when you hear that stuff and just being able to apply it to your game as well.
Yeah, yeah, I would say I do use those things. It's really just off. I always, when I was littler, I wouldn't run into people. I would always just have to use my ability of stiff arms, spin moves, juke and jive. But like
Mhm.
as I was putting muscle on, I was just like, I have the ability to run you over. Like so, I was able to do that. So yeah,
Yeah. Just going back to the training, there's so much that go into conditioning, nutrition, because you really, in terms of
Yeah,
keeping your body, how demanding, how rigorous the season can be, year
yeah,
after year. I mean, I don't think, you're taking a day off. It's 24/7,
yeah.
365 here. So I'm wondering how you've been able to do it. Like, because I mean, it's just a credit to, how much you have that determination, that passion, for the game, Jordan.
Yeah, after games, I would take ice baths, just try and make myself feel better in the morning so I'm not so, sore or something. I would just try and keep cool on my body over the weekend. I wouldn't go hoop with my friends. I wouldn't do all that type of
Mhm.
stuff. Like I wanted to keep my body straight because I wouldn't want to have like a minor injury and that affect me for something.
Yeah, no, I agree. Hey, and another thing that Coach Taylor says is that, and I think again, having that respect for the game as well. Like, when you score a touchdown, handing that ball back to the referee, not showboating, so just, remaining consistently focused on the task at hand. I mean, because, it's not easy, especially when you're playing in high school football, all the emotions, but
Yeah.
the fact that you're able to control that, within the game, and within that, space. So, I mean, I think that's, critical as well, Jordan.
Yeah, I'd actually like to thank my coach for like that. He trained us like he was like not only be good players but have good character. Like so,
Hmm.
I mean, you don't want to be out there and just like showboating and just not looking like you have good character. Always show
Yeah,
respect to the opponents on the other side. Never
yeah.
want to like just throw it in their face. So yeah, so Coach Funston he helped us a lot on character and enforced that on us, and I think that actually worked on us.
That's fantastic. Hey, putting that number 6 jersey on, what did that represent to you personally? And then just to build upon that, Friday night lights, playing Saturday afternoons during the fall. What were those moments, those behind the scene moments for you? Said before you would take the field, as you would run onto the field with your teammates, to do battle against the opponents as well, Jordan.
Um, Really, I would sit in my locker, just headphones in or whatever, just quiet. And then coach would give us a speech, and then we would just sit in line, have our alma mater or whatever
Hmm.
go on our band, and then
Hmm.
get hyped in the locker room, and then run out, and then like just seeing the atmosphere at Winter, like I think we'd have one of the best. I think we have one of the best atmospheres and like student sections around in the area. I think
Hmm.
every weekend, every week, Friday night, our crowd would come and show, and I really like that about it. And it would just make it 10 times better running out there, seeing that many people came out there to come watch you.
Yeah, I think it's about the community. You talk about the high school, the cheerleaders, the band, the fans in the stands, the student section. Talk about that, how electric that was.
It is nice. Last year, because we had the COVID thing going on the last like my first 2 years of high school,
Yeah,
so there really wasn't a lot of fans or anybody in the sections and the
yeah,
bleachers. So whenever we had fans start come back, they came back like crazy, like no other. And
yeah,
it was like we had I think our first full game was our homecoming last year, and we won. And like everyone ran to the student section. Everyone, it was crazy, dude. It was probably one of the best
yeah.
moments of my high school career.
Oh, that's fabulous. Because I think, and I wanted to ask you about that with COVID, because that's not easy what you guys had to go through the last couple of years. I mean, just
Yeah.
not having fans in the stands, and then, like, even having games, canceled. I mean, how difficult was that? Because that really, again, emotionally, said
Yeah.
physically, that's got to wear on an athlete, just but being able to come back and then have that opportunity, Jordan.
Well, lucky for us, my sophomore year when the COVID outbreak, we only had to cancel one game, and it wasn't
Mm,
because of us; it was the other team had
okay,
COVID. So
okay,
we got to play most of the games on the schedule. Our playoffs were a little wonky because of it, but I lucky us. I mean, we didn't have any outbreaks on our team, so we got to play a full season. But it was
yeah.
definitely weird.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hey, just in terms of, it's just not about being a football player; it's being a student athlete as well, Jordan. I'm just
Yeah,
wondering, like, because there again, you have so many responsibilities and tasks. I'm just wondering how you've been able to, like, balance that out. They always talk about time management and organization,
yeah.
so I'm just wondering, from your perspective, how you've been able to, achieve that.
Just basically just making it to where if I don't have to, if I can't go do something because of my work, I'm gonna do my work first, like my school work. I also have good like teachers at my school. They help me out if I'm like off on something. They show me how to do something if I'm not too sure. They show good help for me in school. So
Yeah. No, it's terrific. And just in terms of that support from Windsor High School, this the student body, the administration, athletic department, talk about the environment there, just the vibe, just from the school, especially during the football season, also during the winter and spring as well.
oh, it's great. All the athletes come out and support each other. Volleyball, they come support. We support them. Basketball, they come out all season. They support us because we got these are my best players on our football team, and
Hmm.
it's great. We football season go around school. Teachers ask how was the game or if you're ready for the game. I think definitely the culture going up for football too and around the school, and it's actually great. Like knowing that people care for the football team.
Yeah, no, it's great to have that school
Yeah.
pride and spirit. So I'm wondering, I have a couple more left. When you were growing up, any other sports you played besides football, and just in terms of the game of football itself, Jordan, what makes it so special to play for you?
Well, I ran track last year to get my speed, just make myself faster for football. And
Hmm.
track was fun. It was all right, but I've played different sports throughout my years, and football always just brought my attention. It's just I feel like it's I like the aggressiveness in the football.
Hmm.
I don't really like the slow pace in other sports. I don't really like all of that. But football, it's always been like since I was younger, always been like that's my sport. And like sometimes I won't even play a sport because I don't want to like risk myself for football.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to forget, of course, family. I wanted to ask you that you need a support system in terms of parents. If you have any siblings, extended family, and just what they've meant to you along this journey here, especially with the game of football, Jordan.
Oh yeah, my mom and dad help out tremendously when it comes down to football and like making sure I'm there or making sure I'm on the right track for what I'm supposed to be doing. And
Hmm.
my siblings, I got two half sisters, one half brother, and they show support to me. They contact me every time about like future in football. They come to my games, and the support from my family around is it's amazing.
Glad to hear that. We all, of course, we're athletes. You need to de-stress. You need to like, sort of like take, some time away. So I'm wondering, like, just what hobbies, just what you're able to do, on the side, just to like relax your mind and just, because again, there's so much that you have to deal with in terms of playing football. So I'm just wondering what you do, just to kick back and relax here, when you have the opportunity,
Yeah.
Jordan.
Uh, if I'm not working out training for football, honestly, if I'm not hanging out with my friends either, I'm probably just playing Madden or on the game.
Okay.
And I'm not really too outside person besides football. Like, uh,
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
yeah.
Hey, I'm wondering when it comes to watching college or maybe in the NFL, any players that you pay particular attention to, maybe sort of try to like take
Yeah.
away some tidbits and some points and try to apply it to your game as well, Jordan.
I definitely watch a few running backs, Najee Harris, Jonathan
Hmm.
Taylor, and Dalvin Cook. I like to watch them because they
Yeah,
aren't just run through. They got explosiveness,
yeah,
elusiveness. Jonathan Taylor, that dude, he went crazy a couple years back, and yeah,
yeah. That's great. That's great. Hey, I think you're in a perfect spot here, to offer some advice to younger kids, athletes out there. And I know you were there at one point. I know you're still young, but I'm wondering what you would say to those kids because there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of pressure out there.
yeah.
Social media. I mean that I'm wondering what you would say to those kids in terms of trying to move up the ladder and trying to have success in the game of football.
Never give up. Like you would never expected me to be in this situation coming after my sophomore year. Like I said, 100, like you said, 140 pounds. That's not big at all. That's pretty skinny. So like, if you're out there, you're undersized. Don't ever give up. Just like get on a plan, work with that plan, work out, do what you got to do, and yeah.
Okay, before you get the last word, I'm wondering, I know graduation is still several months away. But I'm wondering at this time next year, where does Jordan Foster see himself, at? I was wondering about that.
Um, hopefully just playing football. I know, like obviously that's something, but just healthy, happy, and in a good position a year from now.
Great. Okay. You get the final word and message here, Jordan, for family, friends, classmates, teammates, the Windsor High School students, administration, athletic department, community of Imperial, and also Barnhart, Missouri. The floor is yours, Jordan.
I want to shout out my coaches, my coaching staff, Coach Funston, Coach Samardzic, Coach Gegg, Coach Fouts, Coach Browning, Coach Van Valkenburg. I want to shout all of them out. They all helped me throughout my years, made me the person I am, and I can't thank them enough for what they've put me through, like good ways, and becoming the man I am today. And I really wouldn't be here without them. And I want to thank to the Windsor community on just having my back through it all, showing support when I needed, showing love, and it was tremendous time at Windsor.
Sounds good. Hey, just an incredible honor and privilege, being able to speak with you, Jordan. Congrats again on your success on the football
Thank you
field at
again.
Windsor High School, and wishing you all the best moving forward, especially in college next year.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate